We're looking down on the coastal plain that runs all the way from Valentia in the north down to Denia in the south. You can just see it in the distance there. It's about 4 kilometres wide and it runs through towns like Gandia, Oliver, Denia, as I say, and Javier a little bit further south than that. We'll try and visit some of these places just so that you can have a little bit of a look and see if you can get a feel for this area. Oh no!
Gandia is quite a substantial town and a regional centre, about 60 kilometres south of Valencia. It's quite a nice town with quite a substantial fishing fleet, plenty of restaurants and bars, some good shopping there. There's a Carrefour, a large Carrefour, and various other shopping centres. And even though it is a working town predominantly, there is a substantial beach that runs from about 5 or 6 kilometres from the town itself. So I would say it's well worth a visit.
This is Oliver. Nice little town down in the plain here, just nestling by the side of the shore. It's divided more or less into three parts. We've got the old town we're sitting in now, and we'll take you for a little whiz round of some of the streets locally. And there is a new town which doesn't have a great deal to offer, but has a market day on Saturday, quite nice. It's quite a regional centre here where people do quite a lot of shopping, and I quite like the place.
Travelling south from Oliver, you'll encounter the town of Denia. Denia is quite a large place with plenty of restaurants and a port large enough to take the ferries from Ibiza. A few kilometres and over the headland from there, you'll encounter Javier, which has three centres to it. It has an old town, which is a few kilometres inland, a port area, which is a working area, plenty of bars and restaurants along the front there, and a pebble beach, which is quite unusual. While we were there, we had a meal of the day in the Hong Kong Chinese restaurant, which was one of the best Chinese meals I've ever had, so I thought that was worth a mention. The new town is a few kilometres along the coast from there, and on the way there you'll pass a Spanish Parador hotel. The new town is very much a holiday destination, and about 30% of the population in Javier are non-Spanish, a considerable proportion of those being British.
If things get too hot for you down by the coast, you can always move inland a couple of kilometres, and you can probably see in the background there the whole of the coastal strip is surrounded by mountains. And a couple of hundred metres up in the air is much fresher and cooler, so it's well worth actually making the visit. I'm here in the monastery of Santa Maria Valdina, and the whole of the hills are covered in little monasteries and churches. Really quite a pleasant way to spend the day.